Attitude of gratitude. I am sure you have heard the statement attitude of gratitude before. If you haven't, that is okay. As I was washing the dishes by hand and clearing my thoughts, I heard attitude of gratitude very clearly and knew it had to be a talking point. Some may think of attitude of gratitude to be a cliche, just some words to toss around to others or just say it to say it. Yet the words for me is much more profound now than it has ever been in my life. What is an attitude of gratitude? Are we born with it or is it developed over time? Is it something that you can lose if you don't use it? An attitude of gratitude to me is defined as the mindset of appreciating the people, places, and things that are in your life. From the very small things to the enormous things, to what seem to be small relationships, to those to be overwhelmingly impactful, to the places that you go to alone and to the places you travel to with others. This mindset is not one that can be easily shaken once you grab hold to it. What attitude of gratitude is not for me? It is not looking at other people's circumstances and then comparing them to my own. Too often, the appreciation of what we currently have is attached to seeing disparities of others and their circumstances. I can say I used to do that too. I would hear or see of things going on in the lives of others, and I would thank my goodness that I don't have those issues or concerns. Yet, in reality, I did not know what caused those issues or concerns for that person. Realizing that someone else's misfortune has nothing to do with my attitude of gratitude. Are we born with an attitude of gratitude, or is it developed over time? I think it could be both, but because I'm not in the mind of anyone else, I will focus on the development over time. I can say for me that the true development of an attitude of gratitude for me was when I was purchasing my first home. This was a major purchase and commitment for me. This was a solo project that was critical for my son and myself. It is one that changed my mindset on how to adult and how to be responsible. There were several sleepless nights of thinking how I was going to pay for this and that, how I was going to make improvements to the house on the salary I was making. Did I make the right decision, and will it truly yield a favorable return on investment? I can say buying that first house was a great return on investment, as it grew me in so many ways that I would not have grown if I had not completed the process. At the age I am now, the attitude of gratitude has grown significantly. There are various people in my life that I am very grateful for in so many different ways, from those who support me in all that I do to those who came and left, even those that I had not so good experiences with that provided lessons that would not have been learned any other way. Places that I've gone that I can remember the moments and how it challenged me to be different by visiting those areas, learning that things do not motivate me, but they are here to sustain me. I am so grateful for the amazing relationships that I have today, relationships that have curated over time and bring me great joy, relationships that remind me that we all need one another in this thing or that thing, that strong bonds are not attached to things, but to the moments and the interactions with one another. I am grateful that I have the opportunity to share loving and encouraging messages with others daily. I am grateful that I have been through so much more that I'm more appreciative of who I am today. I am grateful that the morning continues to show up each day and gently nudge me to wake up as I was selected to participate in the present. I am grateful that I have become balanced mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and financially. I am grateful that my three beautiful children are all individually unique and are thriving at who they are meant to be in this world. I am grateful for the gift of having my parents still with me. I am grateful for my siblings and a host of others. Can you lose an attitude of gratitude if you do not use it? I would have to say yes. It is a muscle that must be flexed and worked if it is to remain a positive in your life and not a cliche. Operating in an attitude of gratitude will show you things about you that you may not otherwise identify. When you sit and ponder on the things that you are grateful for, it's very humbling. It develops the ability to have a sustainable attitude of gratitude. Too often, we start to look beyond the horizon over to someone else's place called there and want to know how they got there and will we get there too. I was guilty of that myself. I would see this and that, then create a plan to get this and that, only to realize that in trying to get the this and the that someone else had, neglected the this and that I already had. There was two pivotal moments in my life when the attitude of gratitude was well beyond the people, places, and things I saw other people with. Both times were reminders that I have a purpose of being here in this time and space, that I am not an accident, yet a blessing going somewhere to happen. Both of those moments were when I wanted to give up and not want to be here on this earth any longer. One was in my youth, and the other one was as an adult. From the outside looking at my adult life, no one was the wiser, as I had learned to disguise myself well enough that there were no warning signs for others. In the adult moment of me not wanting to be here anymore, I began to cry, shout out why I was angry, cry some more, snot all over the place, and after I was super ugly and pretty much unrecognizable to myself, I began to think about all of the people, places, and things that I was grateful for. I started to think about the purpose that I was made for. I started realizing all of the brands, businesses, and creativeness that has been poured into me. I started giving thanks for my family, friends, and loved ones. I then did what seemed to be the hardest of all to admit, my attitude of gratitude towards me. That was the big moment for me. I had went through the whole self-bashing moments, only returned to the point in which I had lost my attitude of gratitude for me. I was the issue that my attitude of gratitude was soiled. I had beat myself up so much for things I was pushing so hard to get that I was not celebrating the present moments. I wasn't celebrating what I had created and was creating. I wasn't celebrating the many beautiful relationships that was right in front of my very eyes. I decided that I would no longer wait to show gratitude. Gratitude is a minute by minute thing for me now. What is so disheartening at times is that we have been conditioned to be so insensitive to someone showing genuine gratitude that we make remarks that could be hurtful to the person that is offering gratitude. The journey of loving me and showing myself gratitude enhances the gratitude I show to people, places, and things in my life. What is so important for me is that I remain grounded in an attitude of gratitude, realizing that each moment in time has significance to me and my growth. I will continue to build upon my attitude of gratitude, focusing on not forgetting the small things and large things that are done for me, not forgetting that I am too worthy of having and receiving an attitude of gratitude for myself and from others. What is your path to an attitude of gratitude?